version been like to you? How different is it from last year or any other year you've been here?
I think it's significantly different in tone and demeanor from last year. Well, I mean, I've been out here with some different teams and really good teams that have handled it. Every experience at Higher Ground is unique because it's unique to the players. And certainly when you have as many new guys as we have that have never been here, and it doesn't happen at very many other campuses, so they haven't had that experience. How they handle it and how they react to it and how they respond to it, I think is critical to your team's success. If you don't come out of camp ready to play, it's a problem. Now, this group has been incredibly mature and has done a really, really good job. I love it. And when you have so many new guys, that you got to find ways for them to bond, and it's hard when you're in Clifton, you know, because they all got different things to do, and a lot of them got their own apartments and all that. All of a sudden, you stuck me in a bunk in a room with a guy I don't know, or 8 guys I don't know, and I gotta grow up, and so it's really good, really good.
Jordan Young, there was a lot of talk about how much he had progressed mentally and you know, in that side of it in the off season. How has he done translating that to the field through camp?
He's at a great camp. He gets challenged every day. I will tell you that I think Xavier Henderson the last week has been a dominant wide receiver. His legs are finally under him. I think it takes some time. He's running exceptional routes, and he's tough to cover. And Jordan gets him a lot. And so Jordan has had a great camp. He's tired right now, and that's okay. He's going to play for 2 weeks. So we got to get our legs back. We got to spend some time doing that, and we will. And he'll be fresh and ready to go by game day. He's had a great offseason and a great camp.
Coach, you mentioned all the new faces, but with that, you also have a lot of depth this year on that back end. What's been your process throughout camp to kind of narrow down your core group of guys that are going to play the majority of the snaps?
So what I tell them is every day the challenge is to be game ready. You know, we would like to have 8 game ready guys. We don't right now. I'm going to come out of camp. After tomorrow, I'll have a better feel for exactly who I think is game ready. I came out of last Saturday comfortable with 4. We've got work to do to get 4 more, and so tomorrow is a big day for those guys. They'll get challenged to see if they are game ready. So we have much more depth. I sat out here last year with 7 players, and then lost one of the starters 7 plays into the first game. So we have an incredible amount more depth at our position and across the back end, which is very helpful.
Are you comfortable with naming the 4 that you're comfortable with?
Game ready guys?
Yeah.
Sure. Game ready. Jordan Young, Jordan Robinson, Kalen Carroll, and Ormani Arnold are game ready today. If we had to play today, we could roll them out there and play.
Robinson had a pick today. I mean,
he did. It was a nice play. He's coming
that
along.
Size helps you out.
He got jacked up for when he could start because of some things out of his control, and so he missed all summer basically. So he's really catching up in a hurry, but he's doing a great job. And he will continue to get better and better, I think, as this next 2 weeks and as the season goes on.
Have you adjusted your coaching style, having to fast track him with him getting here late to campus? Or is it just the same?
I mean, yes and no. I'll be honest with you, it's not brain surgery out there. I mean, it's more technique. He's got to get used to me and my style and my teaching of the techniques and how I want him to play, which is different. And he's doing a good job of that. He asks a lot of questions. But we've had an inordinate amount of meeting time out here. What else is there to do, right? So we've had a lot of time together.
You guys use those oven mitts.
I'm sorry?
The oven mitts, as you call them, the grill master.
Yeah, well, he bought grill masters because we didn't have enough.
Right.
God love JD, our equipment guy, for doing that.
Yeah.
I started that a long time ago. I used kickboxing grills because all you get from the offense is your guys are holding me, your guys are holding me, your guys are holding me. And we don't want to hold. Holding creates injuries against your own team, and it's a penalty. So we don't want to hold. So I started a long time ago with kickboxing gloves. Then I just went to the store and bought pot holders, and then that were, those. And then some guy copied them at one of the equipment companies and started manufacturing them. So we started buying them, and now apparently guys who grill, they use those to just move the meat around. So those were cheaper. So we got those and put them on our hands, keep them from grabbing cloth.
How fast are you?
I'm not fast anymore. I used to be. It's a shame. I used to be. Or do you think they're waiting for me? Nope. See, I'll go voluntarily. That's the difference between me and them. I'll go voluntarily. I'm not kicking and screaming. Hey, if you're waiting for me, I'll walk right in there with all of you. I got no problem with that. gonna throw me in. I'll jump in the daggone thing. I'll jump in the thing. You ain't gotta worry about me. I'm jumping right now.
All right, I think we're good.
You got any more questions? Let's